Hey, why don't you subscribe? Friendship is magic, right? Be a friend and subscribe, 'cause it's magical. Yeah, that's right. Magical. I don't give a damn what it is. I'm not getting excited anymore. I'm done exploding. I'm done. No, not gonna do it. Now on with the fucking... The Cyan Terror, the Color Bomber, the True Alpha, Rainbow Dash. What can I even say about this pony? It is no secret that since the very beginning I have made it quite clear in my belief that this pony is the alpha of the group, in all but name. In fact, when you think about it, the only thing holding her back is herself. Her arrogance, brashness, laziness, all seems to keep her from becoming the head of the pack. As I said before, Twilight is an excellent strategist, but Rainbow Dash is definitely a frontliner. As you can tell, this episode is about Rainbow Dash. Exhibit A, may the best pet win. This episode starts off with 5 of the 6 main having what they call a pony playdate. Basically, once a week they get together in the park and place their pets together in a playdate. But Rainbow Dash is not invited because, well...
Twilight remembered that you don't even have a pet.
Notice something? Rainbow Dash did not get an invitation, and it's Twilight Sparkle's fault. Can't stand a little competition, can you? Not wanting to be left out of the fun, Rainbow Dash finally decided to get a pet of her very own. A statement which causes the aptly named Fluttershy to bust out with excitement. After all, dealing with animals is her specialty. That and breaking necks. Doing a rather catchy song, she can't seem to choose an animal. I'm digging the wasp myself. So she does what anyone would do. Holds a contest. To the death. That's right, the animals must actually compete to be her pet. Oh man, I think some pony forgot to tell her that she's supposed to pick a pet, not a Fight Club member. But to be fair, when you know Rainbow Dash, this is actually quite believable and within the confines of her character. A little side note, the categories of the competition are coolness, awesomeness, and radicalness. While Twilight does bring up a good point that this might all be the same thing, anyone who's grew up in the 90s knows that there is a difference. Slight, but it's there. And now, on to the death battle. Competition. While the animals all have entertaining displays, they all fell in comparison with the episode's MVP, Tank. This tortoise may not be fast, he may not be agile or even cool, but man, he doesn't know the meaning of the word quit. If you couldn't guess, he is the one who becomes Rainbow Dash's pet, and rightfully so. When you see what this little guy does, you'll be rooting for him from the moment you first lay eyes on him. The episode's lesson? Go for broke and fuck the consequences. Hey, you know science says those who stick around for the next part are 20% sexier. So, stick around. You know, when it comes to this next episode, I can't say I am a fan. Not because it is bad, but within the context of the story, it's just messed up. As I said before, Rainbow Dash has potential, but she can get in her own way. And this episode kind of reflects that a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, the mysterious Mayor Duell. Ponyville. All is calm. The world is right, and God is in his heaven. What the? Who wrote this? Since when do we have Stephen King on staff? Oh, wait, we're still going. Oh. Which each good deed that followed, all the love and praises fall upon her by the citizens of Ponyville. You can imagine what this does to Rainbow Dash's ego. Instead, it gets so out of hand that she even hosts a press conference and Spike to be her ghostwriter for her autobiography. Yep, it seems that the gravy train is on biscuit wheels for Rainbow Dash. But what's this? That's right, a hero pony has appeared, and this hero pony has all the strength, magic and flight that we all know that the other pony races have. She is even able to sense danger even before it actually happens. With all these advantages, she shows up Rainbow Dash at every opportunity, from saving a pony from a hot air balloon, to a construction site, to even fixing a broken dam. Not liking the idea of being undone, Rainbow Dash brings out her inner Darkwing Duck.
The last thing I need is that goody do-gooder.
Which all leads to a final confrontation where Rainbow Dash discovers that this is not in fact one pony behind that mask, but multiple ponies, her friends to be precise. After all, no single pony can have all these powers. I mean, granted, there are alicorns, but we know only 2 so far, and the size difference is just too vast to ignore. They explained to Rainbow Dash that her arrogance was the reason they went to this lengths. Like I said earlier, I am not a fan of this episode. I just can't go along with what they did to her. Granted, they have a point that her ego was getting bigger than all of Equestria, but not once did they do the proper thing of just sitting her down and having a talk to her and discussing how they felt about how she was acting. No, they just kept quiet about it, let it fester, and then finally they brought it to this extreme. I mean, let's just break it down. While her cockiness was annoying, the fact is she wasn't actually hurting any pony. It's quite the opposite, in fact. She was actually saving lives. And in the end, do you think that her potential victims cared about how she acted? I seriously doubt it. Even the mayor seemed to be in on this. I mean, right after Mayor Durrell's debut, she immediately comes in and declares her the hero of Ponyville. So everybody just forgets about Rainbow Dash and all the good she did. I really wanted Rainbow Dash to go off on them, to ask them why they didn't just talk to her about this. She may be brash, but she's not unreasonable. But instead, they humiliated her, even turning Scootaloo against her. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too much into this, but I can't be the only one who thought this the very first time I saw it. Rainbow Dash needed a taste of humble pie, but this was not the way to do it. But one good thing about her is that she quickly bounces back, and she doesn't stay down for long. Like her pet, she has tenacity, and that's what makes her awesome. The episode's lesson is that your friends are all liars and will take you down a notch given the opportunity. Have a good day.